will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
15. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
I'm trying to collect. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
22.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
58.
51. Sub.
Mike, 58, right there.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
15, Mike 15. You don't want it? You don't want none of that.
Give me it. Pick up the ball. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
15.
Now it's Ryan.
I got 15.
Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Hey, 59. Ready.
58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Check, check,
51.
check.
58.
Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field. Here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
Let's put him on the bus.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Oh, wide open, complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Let's go. Let's do this. On the set. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Undercrunch. 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 Go! He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
So Mike's number 1.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Set. Ready. 10-2, son. Work the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down. Mike 4. Ready.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here we go. Jam him. Jam him. Jam. Jam. Go. Go. Mike 4. Ready, go.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready, 280.
Watch 15, Mike 15.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Right, fellas, right. Let's go.
On 1st down, Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Mike 27, Mike
39.
Don't let him breathe.
Space.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Get in the weight room.
Hey, South.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Mike 15. All day, baby, all day.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Gun.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I got one. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
51, South.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too, so the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
Ready, 280.
58 to Mike. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Going 58 is the Mike.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Kill, kill, kill.
Now Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Night, sweetheart. Slam, slam, slam. Zip.
Play it.
44 is Mike.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
36.
They go play action now. Wilson. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Richard on the return.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check your hot read. Under 10, under 10, 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check, 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 check.
Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ty Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Just like that.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd down at 5.
Check Mike 27. Here we go, here we go.
Mike 12.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Tight dog.
20, 20.
Rush this.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Mike 15.
Ryan.
I'm here all day.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. 21. Blue Dan.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go.
Here's Ryan.
15, Mike's 15.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's a bunting situation, my brother. 4th and 3. You got a punt.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That
No,
wasn't
but
4th and
it's a
inches, was it?
4th and 3. You got a punt on 4th and 3.
That's a lot to, what would you say? A
No,
pizza left
4th
in
and
that
2
It certainly
and
is.
under.
Not
4th and 3,
everybody
4th and 2 and under, baby.
In today's NFL,
4th and 3 is a punting
this is passing
situation.
down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play, and even better execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Here's Ryan.
Alert 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
He finds his man, complete. That's more. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. 39. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Mike's 15. I can't believe they let you play.
Got it.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Base.
Motion.
15's the Mike. 15's
Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals. but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Come on, So much squeeze, get in there.
Check nickel.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Yes!
Banjo.
Mike Ford, we ain't giving up nothing today.
Ready, go!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ready.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon, and he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. No.
51, sub. Watch 15. Hey, sub. Watch 15. Mike 15. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
To throw is Ryan. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders-Patriots to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 32 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2.
Here we go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the run. Ready, set.
To throw for it is Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Caught by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Check. Safe. Switch. 54, stop. Let's go.
Handoff comes to Cook. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
All you get is a headache. Hey, Tuesday.
They run it again with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tom, ready. 280.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your...
Gun.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Watch the run. Mike 27.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
15. Mike 15.
Hey, they scared. Shift.
54, stop.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Watch it. Gun. Hold. 51.
Hey, look, we're gonna go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Switch.
Now Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Cook. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
General, West.
Here we go.
So Mike's number 1 and.
Check pass.
Check 43.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Kill.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie. Here we go.
SOS. Shift.
Now.
Motion. Check. Shift. Mike 4.
Hey, we heavy on the
Now a handoff. Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's right.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Here we go. Set. 60 out block.
Watch one. Watch the pass.
Mike 1.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Shedding through the defense. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
We got three. Three down. I got two.
Check 9.
Pilot 64 weak.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Double tight. 4 down.
Mike 4.
I got him.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
3-2-18. Chopper, chopper.
44, Mike, 44.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Yeah, promotion. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, bump, bump.
Fofo's the Mike.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch twist. Check three. 20. Mike 27, Mike. Base.
Let's go. Hey, check.
Hey, South.
Check Mike 27.
I got you. I got check.
Again, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Gun.
27.
Watch the flood. Watch the wait.
Flood, motion, bump.
Mike 27. Hey.
Throwing now is Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
25. I got 15.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second and 8 coming up.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
58.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Mike 27.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating